It's game 4 of the World Series here in Cleveland. We're using a different mic, using a different headset because why not? The old one's kind of, I mean, it works, but I think this one works a little bit better, which is unfortunate because I think like audio-wise, I think my other headset sounds a lot better, like clearer, but that's just my opinion. As long as I have a decent mic, I mean, I have what I have available, and as long as it works, it works. So we're using a different headset. Game 4 of the World Series, Tyon Walker and Alex Cobb both on the mound on this rainy night. I'm sure the city of Cleveland, they all slept great after Game 3, all thanks to Josh Naylor. I think all eyes are going to be on him and Jose Ramirez heading into the rest of this World Series, just to see the kind of trouble that they're going to give this Phillies pitching staff. And of course, Josh Naylor had the big walk-off home run in game number 3. So let's see what goes on here today. Alex Cobb on the mound, ERA over 9. So as you can see, he's been struggling a lot throughout this postseason. The reason why his ERA is so high is because in Game 3 of the division series against the Astros, he couldn't even get out of the first inning. Like, he was that bad. And then he pitched in the ALCS versus the Yankees, where he continued to struggle. So who knows, maybe he can turn it around here at home. Then again, you know, I think all 3 of those starts were on the road, so maybe a start at home can change things around for him. 1-1 pitch to Schwarber, and a splitter is hit in the air to right field. Schneemann is there to make the catch, and that is out number 1. Take a look at the lineup in this one for the Phillies. It's pretty much the same as the lineup in Game 3, and it's also the Guardians will have the same lineup also. Not really a whole lot to highlight there. So they'll bring in Trey Turner, hitting .364. He has been doing really well throughout this postseason. And a first pitch slider taken for strike 1. Has a .972 OPS. That's got to be like the second or third best on the team. One of the best, anyway. Chopper to Ramirez. 2 away. So how are we feeling about Blake Snell signing with the Los Angeles Dodgers today? I know some people are going to have mixed opinions on it. You know, a lot of people are going to be upset because, you know, the Dodgers, you know, big market team making another splash. You know, they're doing it again. I mean, is he worth the contract though? I don't know. I'm not really a huge Blake Snell guy. And Bryce Harper drives one to deep right field, and this one is gone. Bryce Harper puts the Phillies on top. Here in the first inning, they strike first. 1-0 Philadelphia. Alex Cobb heading into this game had an ERA over 9. I'm pretty sure that home run made the ERA go up a little bit more. Bryce Harper, 400-foot home run to put the Phillies on the board first. 1-0 in the first inning. No, Braven, you didn't miss anything. Except for you got to watch Alex Cobb's ERA go up. Thanks to Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper with home run number 5 throughout this postseason. And we were just talking about Blake Snell's contract with the Dodgers. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it's sports. I'm not too surprised that the Dodgers landed him. Really thought the Red Sox or the Orioles would get him, just because, like, the Red Sox, they're going to be looking for pitching. And I don't know, I think Blake Snell, I thought he would fit well in the Boston rotation, but nope, he's going to the Dodgers. I mean, he'll fit well in there too, since I mean he's been on the West Coast the last couple seasons with the Padres and the Giants, so I think maybe he's starting to like the California life a little bit more. Who knows? Here's a 1-2 to Castellanos and a sinker fouled off. This is another guy that I've been hearing will most likely be traded this offseason. Don't know who would want him. That's the thing. There's a slider and a strikeout ends the inning. And Bryce Harper is the reason why it's 1-0 Phillies. A solo blast to right field. And we go to the bottom of the inning. Let's see what the Cleveland offense does against Taijuan Walker, who's made one start this postseason, went 7 innings, had 9 strikeouts, a 1.29 ERA. So as you can see, even though he's only had one start, I mean, he's doing a lot better in this postseason than Alex Cobb is doing. So Stephen Kwan will lead off. He has been hitless in this World Series. He's hoping to change that around here in Game 4. Phillies jump up to a 1-0 lead thanks to Bryce Harper over at first base. There's a ground ball to Bryson Stott. Throw to first in time. That's out number 1. Taijuan Walker. He's been around for quite some time, I believe. There's the lineup there for the Guardians. As I mentioned before, when talking about the Phillies lineup, same lineup as last night. Really no changes. You just posted another video. Is it you playing the guitar? Do you know any, if I asked you, what was the song that you were playing? I play a little bit of guitar myself. I don't play electric, I play acoustic, but it would be interesting to learn how to play electric. Kyle Manzardo, number 96 prospect in all of Major League Baseball. He's a top prospect for Cleveland. I think it said he was their number 6 prospect. I don't know. 1-2 count from Taijuan Walker. He's been around for quite some time. Like I said before, he's been with the Mariners. I think he was with the Mets for a little bit. He's been with the Phillies for the last few years. And he picks up another strikeout. Let's see. Let's see real quick. Taijuan Walker, he's been with the Mariners. He was a Diamondback for a little bit. Oh, wow. He's been playing since 2013. Wow, he's been playing for quite a while. Yeah, Arizona. And then he looks like he split time with someone in 2020 maybe. And then he was with the Mets for a couple years, and then 2023 was his first year with the Phillies. And then 2024 he was on the Phillies again, and I think he struggled. I don't remember Taijuan Walker being very good in 2024. But here comes Jose Ramirez, someone who has been very good, who had a really good 2024, Jose Ramirez, and he's had a really good postseason too. Already 5 home runs, 2 versus the Astros, 2 versus the Yankees, and then a home run last night against the Phillies. All at home too. And a slider strikes him out. And we go to the second. Back-to-back Ks for Taijuan Walker. Alec Bohm, Bryson Stott, Realmuto are due up for Philadelphia, and we return. They lead this one 1-0. 1-0 Phillies as we go to the second inning. Alex Cobb back on the mound. How about that? A couple veterans on the mound today for both teams. Alex Cobb, I think he's been around just a little bit longer than Taijuan Walker has. Trying to think of like all the teams he's been on. I know he was with the Rays. He's been with the Orioles, the Giants. I think he was on the Angels for a little while. Either way, Alex Cobb's been on a lot of teams. And he's been around for quite a long time. Daryl Parker, Matthew Ross, Dave Lawrence, Ricky Holiday is the umpiring crew. on this rainy day here in Cleveland. The reason why it's rainy in Cleveland in this game is because, well, in Illinois it's been pretty rainy today, so might as well match the weather. It'd be really cool if we could have like snow games on MLB The Show, kind of like how in Madden and college football you can have snow games. Would be cool to try and have that for baseball. Like, I understand, playing baseball in the snow is not, ideal. I know the snow's not exactly baseball weather, but I'm just saying. Oh, you know how to play Bob Seger? That's cool. I love me some Bob Seger. I collect records, like vinyl records, and I have a couple that are a couple Bob Seger, or I have one Bob Seger record. Def Leppard, Peace of Mind by Boston. Oh, Bob Dylan. Sorry, I thought you said Bob Seger. Though Bob Dylan's pretty good too. My stepmom, she's got to watch Bob Dylan in concert a handful of times. She's a big fan of Bob Dylan and Grateful Dead and a lot of old school music. I am too. Can't complain. Old music. I think old music's better than the new stuff. Doesn't everybody think that? I think so. JT Realmuto thinks so as he gets a base hit in a right center field. That is going to be hit number 2 of the day for the Philadelphia Phillies. I'll put a runner on with 2 outs with Brandon Marsh coming up. Brandon Marsh fouls off the first pitch he sees. It's 0-1. Yeah, I know. You meant to say Bob Dylan, not Bob Seger. However, I think Bob Seger's better than Bob Dylan. Jerry Lewis is also someone I'm a pretty big fan of.
Ball, that's outside.
12-6 curve, misses, ball 1. So I've always been a big fan of like older music. There was this one time I went to like a family gathering of some sort. I think it was like a wedding or whatever. And we were kind of talking about music, like what's some of our favorite music. And I think I mentioned, I'm a big fan of the 50s music. Someone leaned over and was like, you listen to stuff from the 50s? Like, what do you listen to from the 50s? And I was like 16 at the time. And of course, like, someone my age in the 21st century would probably not know a lot of 50s music, and I started naming just artists and bands that were big in the 50s. Elvis, obviously, that's a big one. Jerry Lewis, what's his name? Little Richard,
For the Guardians, the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
there's a lot of guys. Lots of people. Patsy Cline. I think some people would say she's more 60s than 50s, but she got her start in the 50s, so did Johnny Cash. Brenda Lee, Ray Charles, Buddy Holly. What's his name? The one person with the comments, Bill Haley in the comments, I think it is. Bill Haley in his comments. I love Bill Haley. And then, some people were like, we're kind of surprised that I know people from the 50s. It's like, well, I have a grandma who's into that type of music. Like, whenever I'd hang out with her growing up, we would always go on car rides, and she always had her music, like, blaring, like, really loud. And it was always stuff that was from either the 50s up until, like, the mid-80s. So yeah, I've listened to a lot of different types of music over the years. And it doesn't even help either. I'm a DJ for a radio show, or for a radio station, on Mondays and Wednesdays from 1 to 3. And Josh Naylor becomes strikeout number 1 here in the home half of the second inning. And I'll bring in Lane Thomas hitting .321. I'm sorry, I'm just
Ball, that's inside.
I'm just talking about random stuff, rambling on about random stuff that you guys probably don't care about. You guys don't care about the 50s and what artists were really big in the 50s. 2-0 count to Lane Thomas, 5th round pick by the Cardinals in 2014, where he started off his career with the St. Louis Cardinals, then was traded in 2021 at the deadline to the Washington Nationals in exchange for veteran left-handed pitcher John Lester, and then was traded again this year to the Cleveland Guardians. That's how he ended up here. Who would have thought John Lester would have been a Cardinal? Not me. I mean, there was one point where, you know, growing up being a Cardinals fan, there was one point where I wanted John Lester, but that was like, you know, 2014, 2015, when he was a free agent. But at the time, the Cardinals didn't really need him because they had really good pitching. In 2014, 2015, the Cardinals' pitching was like really good. So it's like they didn't really need him. Lane Thomas is caught looking for out number 2. I mean, that rotation at the time, it was like Wainwright in his prime Adam Wainwright. Or Wainwright like towards the end of his prime, but like Michael Wacha, Carlos Martinez, Lance Lynn. Let's see, John Lackey was in the rotation for a little bit. And then John Lackey left for the Cubs, and then the rotation started to go downhill a little bit. So yeah, I'd say around like 2016 was when the Cardinals rotation started up. And now, of course, the Cardinals' rotation's not that good now, but whatever. 0-2 count, Schneemann fouls it off. I didn't think they were really going to be very heavy, like active in free agency. Schneemann strikes out, end of 2 here in Cleveland. Walker strikes out the side. He struck out the last 5 batters in a row he faced. And we're going to the 3rd inning here at Progressive Field. It's 1-0 Phillies.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the left fielder, number 9, Austin.
Top of the 3rd inning here in Progressive Field, home of the Cleveland Guardians since 1994. It was called Jacobs Field at the time, and just, of course, last few years they changed it to Progressive Field. I think I talked about it, or I asked a question in the live stream yesterday. Do companies that's named after the stadium, do they sponsor the team? I always thought they did. It would be concerning if they didn't. I mean, imagine it's like it's like, for example, like Target Field. Does Target sponsor the Minnesota Twins?
That's a ball.
Minute Maid Park in Houston. Does Minute Maid Orange Juice, do they care about the Astros at all? I mean, the last 2017 on, yeah, they would probably care about the Astros, but I mean, like when they were like really bad, like mid 2000s Astros. Do you think they really, Minute Maid gave a crap about the Astros? Maybe the only 2 Astros at the time they cared about was I mean, I think really the only 2 players they would have cared about was Roy Oswalt and Lance Berkman. Kyle Schwarber's on with, gets a base hit to right. It's a 1-out single. I'm probably have to get up here in a little bit. Turner, strike 2. I'll be out.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner at first for the Phillies with 1 out. Here's Trey Turner, 0 for 1. Rounded out to the third baseman, Jose Ramirez, his first time up. And a splitter strikes him out. Strikeout number 3 for Alex Cobb. So here comes Harper, homered his first time up. Would love to do it again.
Ball 1.
With for the runner at first this time.
Yeah. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Batter 2, Naylor steps on the bag, gets the out. And we go to the home half of the third. Anders Jimenez, Austin Hedges, and Rochelle all do up. 1-0 Phillies.
Leading off for the Guardians, the second baseman, Andre Jimenez.
Hey.
Onions in the burger. Fair ball down the left field line. And Andres Jimenez picks up a base hit. Lead-off double here in the third. Here comes Austin Hedges. As you can see, not exactly the best with the bat, but he's really good when it comes to keeping the clubhouse loose and the pitchers and everything. Here comes the 1-1. Sinker, strike 2. Ground ball to Bohm.
He's out.
1 away.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Brian Rochelle.
1 out, Brian Rochelle. Hitting a $167 in this postseason. There is a ground ball. Backhanded throw by Turner. And he is in with an infield single. Rocio beating out the throw. A great effort, though, by Trey Turner, no doubt. So it's Stephen Kwan time, 0 for 1. There's a fly ball to center. Marsh is there, makes the catch. Everyone stays put where they are. And there are now 2 outs and runners at first and second. Splitter 0-2. One and two.
Nope.
Grounded to Harper. Walker racing to first, covers the bag. And we head to the 4th inning here in Cleveland. 1-0 Phillies.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Top of the 4th here in Cleveland.
Ball, that's out.
Phillies lead 1-0 here in Game 4 of the World Series. Nick Castellanos leads off. There's a splitter, 1-1.
Out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Alex.
So 1 away here in the first inning, or in the 4th inning, they'll bring in out Bohm. Bohm 0 for 1, grounded out to second in his first at bat. And he hits it hard into center field for a 1-out single in his second at bat.
The batter number 5, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
That's off the glove of Ramirez, and everybody's going to be safe. Try to turn a double play there. However, they just couldn't get the throw out in time. So now Romuto comes in, 3 for 14. Had one of those 3 hits tonight. In the right field, this ball should drop. Runner will come around to score. The throw in from Manzardo in right. And boom, comes across the diamond, and it's 2-0 Phillies. JT Realmuto has his second hit of the day.
Ball 1.
At foul, 1 ball, 1 strike. Having some green bean casserole. Green bean casserole is probably my all-time favorite Thanksgiving dish.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chat, what's some of your guys' favorite Thanksgiving foods? My top 5 would be, see, I go ham. Not really a huge turkey guy, to be honest with you. It doesn't, I don't know, ham's just, I think ham's easier to cook. And growing up during Thanksgiving, 9 times out of 10, we didn't really have a lot of the places I've been to, whether it's, Thanksgiving at home, or I'm spending Thanksgiving, with a friend of my mom's or whatever. Most of the time, they would always serve a ham.
Outside.
It was either a ham by itself, a turkey, or sometimes they just do both, ham and turkey. In the center field, it's 3-0.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Austin Hayes joining the fun. Picks up his first hit of the night. Gets himself in a little RBI single. Here comes Schwarber. Strike 1. See, any other favorite Thanksgiving dishes? I know that some people might, this is a little controversial, but stuffing. Thing is with stuffing is you either really love it or you really hate it. I know some people that think stuffing is the worst thing ever invented. And I know some people who think it's just okay. And I know some people who it's if that'll have literally 10 plates full of stuffing. They'll, and I guess it depends too on how stuffing's cooked and everything. That really goes for I guess for any Thanksgiving food. Depends on how it's cooked. But yeah, stuffing, candied yams with the marshmallows and brown sugar, that's a family favorite of mine. Let's see, apple pie with vanilla ice cream. I gotta have apple pie as my dessert food. Don't really like pecan pie very much, and every time I eat pumpkin pie, I get sick. So, obviously I eat the pie that doesn't get me sick, and that's apple pie. Apple pie doesn't get me sick, so I eat apple pie. Jose Ramirez heard me talking about pie. He wanted some pie.
Nope.
And so he's probably going to go get him some pie in the Cleveland dugout after striking out there. And then green bean casserole, of course. That's another favorite dish of mine. There's a fly ball right center field. It's got some carry on it. It's gone! Josh Naylor has done it again. And the Guardians are on the board, so the shutout is gone. And it's a 3-1 game. Are there any other Thanksgiving dessert foods besides pie? I know some people have Boston cream pie for Thanksgiving, or cookies or something like that. Rolls, of course, those are good. Can't go wrong with a good old batch of Hawaiian rolls. Sometimes I have the candied yams as a dessert food.
That's faulty.
I don't know if that makes me insane or not, but... Oh, and of course, mashed potatoes with gravy. I mean, that's also like a staple Thanksgiving side dish. Thing is, though, for me, when it comes to mashed potatoes and gravy, it's got to be white gravy. I'm not a huge brown gravy guy.
You can't lose, Phil.
White gravy for me is the way to go when it comes to mashed potatoes and gravy. Kind of the same with like biscuits and gravy too. Here's the 3-2 to Thomas, and there's a ground ball. Base hit. Gets through into left field. And I think the Guardians are going to start something up here in the 4th inning.
Number 10.
There's a fly ball to right field. Daniel Schneemann has become out number 2.
Now batting second.
That had the distance to go out. However, just not quite there. As he becomes out number 2. Here comes Andres Jimenez. He had the first hit of the night for Cleveland. Runners going, throw down by Real Muto, and he is gone. So Cleveland, they had a chance to tie the game, but after Josh Naylor hit a solo blast to right center field, and the Guardians are on the board after 4. They now trail by 2. It's 3-1 Phillies. In game number 4, Guardians lead the series 2-1. For those of you just tuning in, 5th inning. Game number 4 of the World Series, Phillies Guardians. Trey Turner picks up his first hit of the night, a leadoff single to start off the 5th.
The first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Since we're on the topic of Thanksgiving, since tomorrow is Thanksgiving, let's see, don't think you guys would ever hear someone talk about Thanksgiving in a baseball game. Might as well talk about the football being played. Tomorrow, Nick Samlin, Tim Herron warming up in the Cleveland bullpen, as you can see there. No one warming up in the Philly bullpen yet. Harper takes a splitter 2-0. I think the Thursday night game, so 11:30, it will be the Lions and the Bears. And then the Cowboys and Giants. Harper with a base hit up the middle. Turner staying put at second. He thought about going to third. Nope, he'll stay put. 2 on, nobody out for the Phillies. And then we'll also watch the Packers take on the Dolphins on Thanksgiving. That'll be the last game. I think we'll have a Friday night game too. That'll be the Chiefs and Raiders, I believe. And then of course we'll have the other Sunday games that I don't know off the top of my head. Castellanos 0 for 2, 0-2 count. Down the line and foul. I was talking about it on my radio show today that Tommy DeVito may not start. Is questionable heading into the Giants game, or the Giants-Cowboys game. So we'll most likely see Drew Lock versus Cooper Rush on Thanksgiving. How about that?
the third baseman, Alex Bohm.
How about that? Jared Goff and Caleb Williams. And then Cooper Rush versus Drew Lock. And then later on, Jordan Love and then Tua. So the quarterback matchups for you. Alec Bohm 1 for 2. I understand why some people might leave. They don't want to hear. Because Thanksgiving and baseball do not really mix very well together. Bohm, double play ball 1. And they flip over to first perfectly to get out of the 5th inning. A double play cleanly turned by Brian Rochio. He's there to make the dive. Turned by Jimenez at second. And aims a perfect throw to Naylor covering the bag at first. Probably one of the cleaner double plays we've seen throughout this postseason series.
Oh, that's out.
Andres Jimenez leads off 0 for 2 in Game 3 with the walk. He's got a single and a base hit in his first at bat against Tyon Walker. He might look for another as he works the count 2-0. That's hit hard and foul over by where the cameras are.
That's ball 3.
Has a 3-1 count with Austin Hedges coming up next. Sinker, strike 2.
Down to 3 and 2.
7, 8, 9 hitters do it for the Guardians here in the 5th inning. Andres Jimenez, Austin Hedges, Brian Rochio. That's a chopper hit towards Harper. He's racing to the bag, covers for the out. And that will be out number 1 in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Hedges.
One out, here's Austin Hedges. Oh, 1 count to Hedges. There's a sinker, strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Streaming now for 42 minutes.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Now the pitch to Austin Hedges. 1-2 count. Fouls it off. That's a ground ball to Bohm. Throw to first in time, out number 2.
The batter number 4, shortstop, Brian Rochio.
Grounder to Bohm. Steps on the bag. Or, why did he step on the bag? Fires the first. Harper will step on the bag. And we played 5 full here in Cleveland. It's 3-1 Guardians. Trailing the Phillies.
Number 29.
Here in this one. Tim Herron next up out of the Cleveland bullpen. Had to save myself there, as you can see. 3-1 Cleveland trailing the Phillies in this one.
Ball 1.
In Game 4 of the World Series. Cleveland going to their bullpen early tonight.
2-0.
Compared to last night, Tanner Bybee was on the mound, and he was just outstanding for the Guardians. Tim Herron, he's been a solid piece to that Cleveland bullpen throughout this postseason run. 3-0 count to Bryson Stott. And I love how I just said he's been solid out of the bullpen and he can't find the strike zone against Bryson Stott. Now he's able to find it with a 3-1 count. And now a fastball taken for ball 4.
Leading off with the Phillies, the catcher, JT.
And a walk to lead off the 6th inning. Here comes JT Realmuto.
Ball that's outside.
Ball 1. Popped up. Rocio there to make the catch. And that's out number 1.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center field,
1 out now. Here's Brandon Marsh.
Marsh.
Those of you just tuning in, Phillies lead 3-1.
Counts 1-0.
They win tonight. Obviously, we will have to go back to Philadelphia for games 6 and 7.
No, foul ball.
If not, then if the Guardians come back late in the game and try and win it, then they'll be up 3 games to 1.
Ball 2.
And 1 game away from winning the World Series, their first since 1948. Here's the pitch to Brandon Marsh.
That's ball 3.
Fastball taken, and that should be ball 3. Yeah, ball 3. Pickoff throw to first, and Bryson Stott goes back safely. Tim Herron walked the first batter he's faced. Does not want to walk Brandon Marsh, I'm sure. Line to Rocio, that's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 9, Austin Hayes.
Luckily, he was able to get the next 2 batters he faced to ground out and pop up and line out to Brian Rocio. Here comes Austin Hayes, 1 for 2, RBI single in this one.
0-1.
Fastball taken, 0-1. Austin Hayes was an all-star with the Phillies, or with the Orioles in 2023. Ground ball to Naylor. Herron races to the bag, covers for the out, and we go to the home half of the inning. Cleveland will have the top of their order due up when we go to the 6th inning. Score is 3-1 Phillies.
The left fielder,
Stephen Kwan first at bat since the 3rd inning, 0 for 2. And 2 trips to the plate. And now he's 1 for 3. First leadoff hit. Or first hit from the leadoff hitter,
designated hitter, number 9,
Stephen Kwan, throughout this World Series. And now bring in Kyle Manzardo, 0 for 2. Sinker taken for strike 1. 0 for 6 in this World Series is Kyle Manzardo. Was hitless in Game 3. He's been hitless so far in Game 4. Until now, he hits one in the left. It's going to drop in front of Hayes. Stephen Kwan held up at second, and the tying runs are on.
Postman, Ramirez.
Tying runs are on for Jose Ramirez. Of course, this Cleveland crowd looking for a big hit. And I'm sure they'd love to see it come out of either Jose Ramirez or Josh Naylor, who's on deck. Slider fouled off, 0-2. Ramirez 0 for 2 tonight with a pair of strikeouts against Tyon Walker. Kwan at second, Manzardo at first, and look out, that about hit him. And it's 1-2. Splitter fouled off again. Fouled off again. Double play ball. One.
Safe, he's good.
And Ramirez safe at first.
The first baseman, number
And so they get a 4-6 force out of that. Runners at first and third now for the Guardians, and here comes Josh Naylor.
Ball, that's out.
Ball one.
Ball two.
2-0.
Ball three.
3-0 count. Walker really does not want to face Josh Naylor right now. I mean, do you blame him?
Ball four.
That load him up.
Up next for Cleveland, the center fielder.
Bases loaded, one out for Lane Thomas. And the double play was what the Phillies were looking for, and they're going to get it. Lane Thomas, he fell right into the Phillies' trap. A double play ends the sixth inning. It's 3-1. Phillies still on top.
Now pitching for the Guardians.
Nick Sandlin next up out of the Cleveland bullpen. 10 games in this postseason and a 2.61 ERA. Phillies will have the top of their order due up here in the seventh. Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, and Bryce Harper. And a 2-2.
Nope, outside. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball two.
Off the plate, ball two to Schwarber. Hit hard right to Rocio, who's right there to take away a base hit.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Gotta respect that. Great defense so far from both teams throughout this postseason. Trey Turner smacks one up the middle for his second hit of the day. He's now 2 for 4 on the evening.
The first baseman, number 3.
So here comes Harper. Take you back to the first inning. He launched this solo blast, this 400-foot monster into right field to make the score 1-0 Phillies, and then JT Realmuto made it 2-0, and then Austin Hayes made it 3-0, and then Josh Naylor made it 3-1. Now you guys know. Brandon, good evening, good sir. Eli Morgan and Walters both warming up in the Cleveland bullpen. As you can see, Phillies got stuff going on in their bullpen too.
Outside, that's a ball.
1-1.
Ball two.
Ball two. The Nick Sandlin. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, good sir. Doing anything fun for the Thanksgiving holidays? For me, I'm watching the Philadelphia Phillies head into double plays. This is the second double play they head into today. Cleveland hit themselves into a couple also, but for me, I'm just staying local, just staying here. My high school football team's going to going to state. Where is deckling the tree for Christmas? Oh man, hang on, I gotta go to the comment section for this one. That's all we doing tonight? Oh, that's cool. I guess. Runners on for Cleveland to start it off. Daniel Schneemann. What did he end up doing? He got a base hit. I think. Yeah, he did. He did. Was texting my mom. She's going down to Texas for Thanksgiving, and she just got there. Send word, putting the tree up. There's a little pop-up Turner there to make the catch. In shallow left field. Brandon, are you a baseball fan by any chance? I know it's not nice to make assumptions, but I'm just assuming you're a baseball fan. Since this is a baseball stream. 1-1 count.
1 ball, 1 strike.
To Austin Hedges. He has done nothing with the bat at all in this postseason. He's just one of those like light hitting catchers that keeps the clubhouse loose, keeps the pitching staff loose. That's all he does. And that's why, I'm sorry, we're getting ready for Christmas. And there's another double play to end the 7th. You're a Houston Astros fan? That's cool. Well, I'm sorry to inform you that I might show the bracket here in a little bit, but the Astros did not make the World Series in this simulation series. Eli Morgan, next up out of the Cleveland bullpen. Cleveland got their revenge on the Astros from 2018 in this simulation series. Oh, 0-2 pitch to Castellanos, and that one taken for a ball. 1-2. Struck him out.
Now batter, the third baseman, Alex Bohm.
Eli Morgan, first batter he faces, he strikes him out. Here comes Alec Bohm.
Inside, ball 1.
Fastball inside, 1-0. Batters, or right-handed batters hitting .324 against Eli Morgan. So basically, righties kick the crap out of this guy. Who's my favorite MLB team? I am a Cardinals fan. St. Louis Cardinals. I'm from Central Illinois. Most of my family are all Cardinals fans. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I might become a Cardinals fan too.
3.
And Alec Boehm strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Eli Morgan here in the 8th inning. Started watching the Cardinals around 2011, 2012, when they went to the World Series. And I've been a fan since. Been a baseball fan since. Another one popped up from Bryson Stott. And it's an 0-2 count. Fastball outside, ball 1. Did he go? Umpire says no, ball 1. Little flare out to right center. Lane Thomas is there. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Rocio, Stephen Kwan, Manzardo all do up. You're paying the Texas Rangers. Hope I'm reading that right. You're paying the Texas Rangers? What are you paying them? Jose Alvarado. Next up out of the Philadelphia bullpen. Is he the first one out of the bullpen? He is. Ty Walker going 7 innings. Gotta love seeing that. Kind of like a B+ or a B- start. You know, nothing perfect. Jeff Hoffman, Carlos Estevez warming up in the Philadelphia bullpen now. Rocio 1 for 2. Cutter taken, strike 1. That was very hittable too.
Ball, that's out.
2-1. From the big old left-hander, Jose Alvarado. Chat, let me know in the comments who you guys think is going to win this World Series. Seems like a lot of people are aiming towards the Guardians to win.
Now batting, left
I know some people are half and half about this World Series. Oh, you're playing as the Rangers. That makes a lot more sense. Sorry, I thought you'd say you were paying the Rangers. Like, what are you paying the Rangers for? Or are you paying the a Texas Ranger like law enforcement, like the cops? I'm sure those are real things down there in Texas Ranger. Like Toby Keith says, riding shotgun for the Texas Rangers. Drop third strike. Bermuda's throwdown is in time to get him. And that is out number 2. Here comes Kyle Manzardo. See what he does here against Alvarado. Fouled off 0-1. In the left center field, a base hit. Manzardo staying going to second. I don't know why he did that. And Brandon Marsh threw him out. Thought he was going to stay put at first. Nope. Nope, he did not. We're going to the 9th. 3-1 Phillies. Andrew Walters next up out of the bullpen. Question is, what can he do?
That's the ball. Ball 1, no.
To face against JT Realmuto, or only one way to find out.
Yep, that ball went out.
We got 5 people in the chat. Let's go. What's up? Happy Wednesday.
3-0.
Yeah, this is a good point. Good time in the stream to let you guys know this is a double header. We're doing Game 4 right now, and then right after this, we're going to stream Game 5 to try and get this World Series over with. Fastball taken by Real Muto. Hits it hard. And I think he's got a full count on him. Yes, he does. Green bean casserole.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the center fielder, number 16, Brandon Mark.
Ball, that's low.
Now the 1-1 of Brandon Marshall for 3 tonight. There is a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls,
2 and 2. Down is full. And this time he goes down on strikes. There's a shot in the left field. Quan is back, and he's there to make the catch.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
2 outs, here's Schwarber. Here comes the 0-1 to Schwarber. 1-1. Give you a minute.
That's outside.
Now a 2-1 count to Schwarber. Two count. Here's the pitch. Check swing, and he went. Bottom of the 9th is coming up, and Jose Ramirez will lead off. And Josh Naylor and Lane Thomas. Jeff Hoffman comes in to get the save. He's 5 for 5 with save opportunities.
number 23.
3 outs away from getting a win here today for the Phils. And then they'll tie the series up at 2 games apiece, and then we'll have game 5 here in Cleveland, and then a game 6 in Philadelphia. Phillies win today, we're going to Philadelphia regardless. There's a splitter taken by Ramirez, and it's an 0-2 count. Or a 1-1 count, sorry. Fouled off, and now it's 1-2. Ramirez 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and he grounded out to the second baseman. Now he's got a 1-2 count on him. That hit him, though he swung the bat.
Number 22.
Strikeout number 1.
Naylor.
He swung the bat before it hit him. So that's why he's out number 1. Josh Naylor, there's a grounder to Harper, taking away a base hit. And that is out number 2. So here comes Lane Thomas, 2 outs in the 9th. Strike 1. That's popped up. Foul territory, and it's still an 0-2 count. Ball 1. The next 1-2 from Hoffman. The fastball struck him out. And the Philadelphia Phillies win game number 4. 3-1 is the final score. Tyon Walker's 7 solid innings of work. The bullpen comes in, does the rest. And just like that, it's the Phillies celebrating today for game 4. And that's pretty much all we got for you here in this one. We're going to take a quick little break. And then around 7:30, we'll come back and we'll stream game 5. But that's all I got for game 4. Phillies win.